talking about food budgets in every sense in terms of time, nutrition, and money. And I think right now at this time of the year with the winter months here, a lot of us are sick, whether we've got the flu or in my case right now a cold, and you want to make sure that the food that you're putting in your body is actually fueling you.
Right, fueling you, and not just at that moment, but taking you into further, so you're not eating something and then wanting to eat something again and not feeling satisfied.
Okay, so when we talk about fueling us in terms of the food that we're eating, you've brought in some examples today of some great products that we should be consuming, hopefully on a daily basis. It's going to make us feel full.
Yeah, daily basis, absolutely. What I've brought in is a lot of fats, very healthy fats. These are, so if you are just having a regular salad, trying to be that healthy, you know, I'm just going to have some salad, keep it light. You know what, you often will eat that salad and then about even 20 minutes, half an hour, like go, I just need something more.
Right, because just having the iceberg lettuce or the romaine lettuce, it's not going to fill you up.
It's not going to fill you up. So you are going to get some fat if you're putting some salad dressings on there, which I'm going to show you how to make some healthy ones.
Okay.
But what I've brought along are some other things you can add to your salad, which I do every single time I have a salad, and that are going to really, they have fiber, they have a little touch of protein, and they have a little bit more healthy fats.
Okay, so let's start first with this, the tahini.
Okay, tahinis is not so much a salad, but it's, what it is, tahini is sesame seeds all smushed up. So
okay,
very similar to a peanut butter, but a sesame seed butter. And what I use them for is when I make my own hummus, I'll use chickpeas and I'll mush them up, but then I'll add the tahini sauce to make it thick and have that consistency and it really takes you a long time to digest that.
Right.
Actually, tahini is great for facials too. I just have to point that out because it has a bit of grit in there from the seed, which is it exfoliates, and then the fats from the oils are really healthy for moisturizing.
So you really get stretching your dollar there.
You really stretch your dollar on this one. You could actually, both the avocado and the tahini that are right together are great for your skin. Speaking about the avocado.
Yes, and okay, now first of all, how do you properly pick an avocado?
Okay, avocado, even though they look beautiful and they're bright and green and shiny, that's not the one you want. That's very similar to like a green banana.
Okay.
You want to wait till they get a little bit more brown and softer.
Okay, and that's when you know it's ripe and ready to eat.
That's ready to go. A lot of people make guacamole out of it. That's the soft one, or that's when you really smush it and blend it with garlic and lime juice and tomatoes. But avocado itself is a beautiful fruit. It is a fruit. It's a monounsaturated fruit. That's a really healthy fat for you. You would just slice the avocado open, twist it, find this beautiful nut in the middle of it, and we don't eat that. You just scoop the fruit, the flesh out with a spoon.
Okay.
Just follow the skin, scoop it out, and you can slice it and put it in your salads. You can put it on your sandwiches in a wrap. You can put this avocado, you can just eat it. I eat it with sliced tomato. I love it.
But, or like you said, guacamole, or put it in salads, or I know people who also put it in sandwiches.
Yes, a tomato, avocado, and even a seaweed sandwich. It makes it beautiful.
Oh, that sounds good, actually.
Well, you know what they do? They actually toast the seaweed, so it's like a bacon, so it's a BLT, kind of like in a bacon, lettuce, tomato, avocado sandwich. So just
and do you still use the bread for that, Lisa, too?
You can use the bread. Yeah, like you would want that to have. You toast the bread, put the avocado and the seaweed, the toasted seaweed.
Okay.
Because that's that bit of natural salt.
So let's move on to seeds and nuts.
That's right. So on this plate here, I've got pine nuts, which are fabulous in the wintertime. We're thinking pine trees, Christmas. They are great just toasted and put into any kind of food dish that you're eating, like a broccoli beef stir fry, a stir fry vegetarian stir fry, chicken stir fry, even into your salads.
Okay, so you can do toasted pine nuts, and like you said, you can just put them in the pan itself, and you just quickly...
Yeah, just a couple seconds to get them all warmed up, or in the oven you can put them on a cookie sheet, just like you would with your pumpkin seeds.
Okay, right. And flaxseed?
Love flaxseed. My suggestion with flaxseed is to buy it whole,
okay,
but then grind it yourself in a little coffee grinder that you've got, designated for seeds, because it does have oil that comes out. That way you're guaranteed the fresh oil. It's not going to go rancid. It's right fresh from your refrigerator, cold, dark, and into the thing, and right, you've got ground flaxseed.
Okay, and you've got coconut here?
I've got coconut. I love coconut. I use coconut butter, which is a coconut oil. It's in a jar. It's extra virgin. I put it on actually everything. I put it on so many things. You can put it into your rice dishes that you make, or if you are eating toast, you can put it on that, or...
Okay.
So.
And then Jade. This is the Jade brand of mixed lentils, right?
Yes. Now this is bamboo rice with yellow and green lentils. The reason why I brought lentils was it doesn't always have to be a fat source that's going to stretch your nutrition.
Okay.
It's also going to be the fiber and the protein, and this is coming from a legume source.
And the other thing too, Lisa, when we talk about stretching your dollar for your food budget is if you buy them dry like this and you soak them overnight, you're saving a lot of money, and you're also saving a lot of sodium that comes in the cans.
That's right. Buying in bulk, a lot of people don't do this because we're not thinking about that there is a preparation time involved. It is a matter of just soaking them though. So it's, yes, you can go and buy a can and it's ready. You just open the can and you have it there. But you are going to get sodium. You're also going to get some sugar. So kidney beans often will have some sugar in there. So what you want to do is you want to buy them just from your local bulk store and you know, your local grocery store. Buy them in a couple cups worth and just soak them the night before.
Oh, and again, if you have any of these, and you've got Brazil nuts.
I do Brazil nuts. Actually, Brazil nuts have lots of selenium, and they're wonderful for the brain. So remember we said about stretching. If you've ever noticed you've eaten a really light, just a carbohydrate kind of meal, very starchy, maybe a peanut butter and jam sandwich, or not even a peanut butter, just a jam sandwich or something, you're not going to get the extension of that energy. So with selenium in the Brazil nuts, that really feeds your brain. So even as a little snack when you have a break in the middle of the day, just have a couple of those Brazil nuts.
Okay, so, and this is great to have on salads and in various dishes, but when we do talk about salads, one of the things that I notice a lot of, and that's empty calories in salad dressings, which can also be very expensive. You've made your own.
That's right. And actually, you know what, some salad dressings, they do have a lot of stuff that you really don't know what's in their especially food coloring and French dressings, things like that. But mostly to stretch your dollar. You know, salad dressing is one of the easiest things to make. It's usually 2 parts oil, olive oil being the most common one, to 1 part vinegar or lemon juice, or whether it's balsamic vinegar, red wine vinegar, lemon juice. So those are very acidic parts.
Okay.
That's 1 part, and you've got 2 parts olive oil. You can change it around to whatever you're enjoying. But then on top of that, you can just put some sea salt, some black pepper, some seasonings that you like. Maybe it's dillweed, maybe it's parsley, maybe it's basil. So you can just really switch that up. It's so easy to make and so on hand. You just have your 2 bottles, bottle of vinegar, bottle of olive oil, shoom, shoom, shoom. Beat it with a fork, and you can just make it as you need it.
Okay, and there you go. And then do you really have to worry about how much you're putting on your salad?
Well, you still want to keep within portion. You don't want your lettuce all soppy.
Right.
So but you definitely want flavor, and this is an olive oil, which again is a healthy oil. So if you're getting enough of the right fat, just think about it. If you're going to be worried about putting an extra teaspoon or 2 of olive oil, people go and buy French fries. They go and buy chicken nuggets. They go and buy, like, there's so many things that we eat that have so much fat in anyways. We are getting such a limited amount from the extra salad dressing that we might choose if we know where it's coming from.
And I guess if we are eating properly, we're feeling better, we've got more energy to burn,
Absolutely.
and we're not as sick.
Absolutely. I just want to share about a lunch program that we had done yesterday.
Right.
And I was hoping to inspire other people to do this. Now, very similar to a book club.
Okay.
Okay, so you know everybody reads a book and they share about it. In this sense, everybody makes a dish, like a supper or a lunch or whichever it would be, and then they share it they exchange it. So when they cook that dish, they're cooking enough for their friends, and their friends are cooking enough for that same circle.
Now, of course, when we say sharing a dish, you're not talking about junk food kind of dishes, right?
No.
Okay, you want something good.
We all want to try something. So you're going to have, so maybe meat on a Sunday.
Okay.
And everybody has their own recipe of a healthy dish that everybody kind of likes. So there's not something in there you don't like.
Right.
You know? And that, say, you know, Jane's going to go off and she's going to make a lasagna. And Susie's going to go off and make some kind of shepherd's pie or something.
Okay.
I'm just trying to pick something that's hearty because it's going to stretch out. It's going to be an actual dinner. Something that we can freeze. Now each woman's going to go home and make that dish and then exchange it. So they're going to make enough for their own family and the other family, and then meet the next week and exchange those dishes.
And what's so wonderful about doing something like that, Lisa, is you get to try other people's dishes. So if there's something that somebody's really good at making and it's such a yummy dish, you now have that recipe and now you can incorporate that for your family.
Okay. And then you can make another date to say, like, let's cook it together. But if you're exchanging, you know what, you might have a group of 5 people. And so now you're going to get your own dish that you've made plus 4 other dishes. So you have 5 dishes, and you only have to make the one, just more volume of it. So you're going to be using the same amount of dishes, just a little bit more. And when you exchange it, now you have all this variety. You can put some in the freezer, save it. The family always has lots of different things to choose from. And it's handier for when people really pull together like that.
And again, you're saving time, like you said, in the kitchen. You're not bored by food, because how many of us, we get frustrated and we're bored, and that's why we go for all the bad foods.
That's right. A lot of cravings come up at that point because you're just not, you know, you don't have a lot of the different variety of the nutrients satisfying the taste buds. And in saying that, I just want to say, when you're not quite satisfied and you're kind of looking around for something, sometimes you just might need some water.
Okay.
Could be a thirst issue.
And so, and again, that brings up a good point. How much water should we be having on a day?
You know what? Listen to your body, absolutely. Most of the time we kind of shut it down. Oh, I can't go get a drink right now, water, because I'm not near something where I can get water, or I'm going to have to be going to the bathroom too much. But you know what? Really listen to, if you are not consuming lots of fruits and vegetables, you know what? You need to be drinking as much water as you can take, that you're comfortable about it and you're not feeling dry.
And one of the things I like to do with water, because I'm not a big water lover, I hate the just fact that it's just plain bland. I like to add lemon to it.
That's wonderful. Yeah, lemon